I'm Ronny Ghantous, Group Executive Chef of Gallagher Hotel Management, and here I am today at PJ Gallagher's Des Moines, and I'll be showing you how to do the beef and lamb Irish stew. Starting off, I've got just some root vegetables: carrot, celery, onion, garlic, thyme, rosemary chopped up, and potatoes, of course. And just some diced up lamb and beef, just to make sure that you're using a secondary cut, which has more connective tissue, and upon the slow cooking process you find that it has a lot more flavour than just paying a lot of money for fillet and stuff like that. That's won't be anywhere near as good at the finish. Just seal off the meat. You can do that depending on how large your pot is, or you can just high oven, olive oil, salt and pepper, always seasoned, very important. Preheated oven, 220 degrees. Nice hot pot. Just enough olive oil just to cover the bottom. And we'll start with onions and our garlic and herbs. It's really important to wait for the pot just to come to temperature. You start to see a bit of a tinge of smoke. Okay, so that's reached temperature now. Excuse me, okay, so the onion, garlic and rosemary are the first things to do, just to sweat it up. Okay, a little bit of seasoning in the beginning. Don't be afraid of your seasoning, because the potatoes and vegetables will take up quite a bit of it. Okay, so onions are getting quite transparent, just starting to catch a little bit of colour. So celery, don't be afraid of cutting large. It is a pleasant Irish meal, I guess you could say, and that's the whole idea of it, is to be quite a hearty, chunky meal. And the long cooking process, your vegetables will break down, so you don't end up with no vegetables in your pot by the time the stew's ready. Okay, so just let that sweat off a little. You probably find I didn't use any bacon or ham or pork in the stew. You're more than welcome to. It's just at PJ's we just do a beef and lamb one. So. Okay, so veggies sweated off. Meat should be brown. Just want a little bit of colour, but it don't have to be too dark. So here we just flour off the meat. This will help thicken the sauce and stew. Okay, straight in. Meat, flour and vegetables are in. You're just going to have to cook that flour out a little so you don't have that grainy texture once your stew's ready. So back on the stove. So a couple of minutes on the stove. We should be ready now just to add our veal stock. The brown veal stock is always better, obviously. So basically want enough. Cover potatoes. These also help thicken the stew. Once the stew's come to the boil, low heat. And this is the important stage. If you have it on high, it's just going to cook way too fast. The meat's going to be chewy and dry. So just take your time, put it on early. Let's probably check in about half an hour's time. And just check the meat, make sure the meat's very tender. If not, it's just the same process, just keep it on a low heat, let it take its time, check it every 10 to 15 minutes. It all depends on the strength of your stove, the size of your pot, the size of the stew you're doing. So, good hour and a bit past. I would say in about 10 minutes that should be quite tender and ready to try. While waiting, you've got to have a bit of bread with the Irish stew, it's a must. Olive oil. Pepper again, and just a bit of herbs. Very simple. Don't have to go out of your way too much. The rest, all the flavours in the stew. So, just bake in the oven 5-10 minutes. So, just have a look. Yep, quite thick. See, it's started to thicken. We'll just check the meat. Tender. Just by looking at it, but it is. So just push with your tongs. It should just start to fall apart on its own. Okay, try another one just to be sure. Yeah, that's. Okay. So that's more or less ready now. Just get your bread. Another minute or so while we're waiting for the bread to toast up. Might as well serve it up. All the vegetables, all the meat. Quite a bit of parsley. I like quite a bit of parsley and pepper with it. Okay. There you have it. Hearty Irish stew.